United States has signed a landmark nuclear deal with Saudi Arabia. It's a 30-year agreement worth tens of billions of dollars that will help the kingdom build a civilian nuclear energy program using American technology. But US President Donald Trump says the deal will only move forward if Saudi Arabia agrees to recognize Israel and join the Abraham Accords. Hi, I'm Nupur and you are watching Control Z, your cheat code to navigating adulthood. So, the latest agreement allows American companies to help Saudi Arabia build a civilian nuclear energy program. It lays the foundation for decades of cooperation in areas such as nuclear reactors, technology and infrastructure. The agreement will also undergo review in the US Congress before it fully takes effect. Now, one of the most closely watched parts of this agreement is that it leaves open the possibility of Saudi Arabia developing uranium enrichment capabilities in the future, subject to further studies and safeguards. Now, uranium enrichment is used to produce fuel for nuclear power plants, but if enriched to much higher levels, the same technology can also be used in the production of nuclear weapons. That's why this agreement has attracted so much global attention. Now comes the geopolitical twist. Just a day after approving the agreement, President Donald Trump said that the deal is totally subject to Saudi Arabia recognizing Israel through the Abraham Accords. Now that is significant because Saudi Arabia has repeatedly said it will not establish formal diplomatic ties with Israel without meaningful progress towards a Palestinian state. In other words, the nuclear deal has now become more than just an energy agreement. It has become a diplomatic bargaining chip. Now, should this development matter to India? Well, India has deep strategic ties with both Saudi Arabia and Israel. Saudi Arabia is one of India's biggest energy suppliers and an important economic partner. Israel, on the other hand, is an equally important defense and technology partner. So, any major shift in relations between these countries affects the broader West Asia, which is a region that supplies a large share of India's crude oil and is home to millions of Indian workers. Now, if regional tensions rise, like we saw in the US-Iran conflict, oil prices become volatile. And higher crude oil prices eventually affect fuel cost, transport expenses, and inflation back home. There's another reason why this news matters geopolitically. See, if Saudi Arabia eventually develops uranium enrichment capabilities, other countries in the region could definitely seek similar rights. Now that could reshape the strategic balance in West Asia, especially at a time when concerns over Iran's nuclear program remain on an all-time high. So here's the bigger picture. The US-Saudi nuclear deal is not just another energy deal. It's a deal that links energy, diplomacy, and regional security. For Saudi Arabia, it's about building a long-term civilian nuclear program. At least that's what is on the paper. For United States, it's about keeping its influence in West Asia while encouraging closer ties between Saudi Arabia and Israel. And for countries like India, the outcome of this deal could matter because stability in West Asia has a direct impact on domestic energy security, trade, and the economy.